Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's right out of bounds, but gets the ball across the 50 to the 49. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the...
Lots of room to run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Washington State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
And the pass rush, he is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the catch. It's Norton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Working on the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Now Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolverine! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To throw, it's Duncan. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Turning it on! That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. Third and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Running to Green. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cougars look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another 1st down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. It's Duncan. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important. The takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They just keep firing. He uncorks one deep. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. And now they've lost the ball here. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. This defense happy with how that play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense understanding where they are? They got a chance to put points on, and they do.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a chance.
Returner brings it out to the 40. And your Michigan Wolverines will take over.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Found a seam. He's loose. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Michigan, 44. Washington State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He tried to set up the screen, and he's lucky to get that one back. It'll be 3rd down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Duncan. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Washington State will have to boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Priestcorn. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Duncan. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Find some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Washington State, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cleasecorn. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Got his man. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't it. He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the gap.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The inside handoff. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Here on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it to the right side. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Washington State, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.